In order to test a fax machine, first determine what part of the faxing process you want to test, and then follow a few generally simple steps to do so. If you need to test whether or not the fax machine is able to print or receive a fax correctly, have a fax sent to the unit from another machine. Similarly, if you need to test whether your fax machine is able to properly send a message out, attempting to send a fax to another machine often provides the most conclusive results, though if another machine is not readily available, using a fax service may be an option. Furthermore, if you need to check whether multiple fax machines are able to receive a fax, use a fax machine capable of sending a single message to multiple recipients. Most fax machines generally have an internal function that allows the user to print a test page. This allows you to confirm that the fax machine has enough printing ink, that the paper has been properly loaded, and that there isn't anything wrong with the printing components of the fax machine. If the fax machine is able to print but you are uncertain whether the unit can receive faxes from outside sources, the easiest option is to have another fax machine send a document. If a second fax machine is unavailable, use a faxing service, which may be free but generally has a small cost, to test a fax machine. These kinds of services may be found both on and offline. If you want to test to see whether or not the fax machine is properly sending a message, the simplest procedure, again, is to simply send a fax to another machine. If this is not possible, you can seek out a fax service that is capable of confirming receipt of a fax, usually for a small fee. Additionally, many fax machines have a confirmation mode, which will print out or otherwise display a message indicating that the fax has been successfully received by the other party. Testing a fax machine or multiple fax machines in a business environment need not be a taxing endeavor. You may be able to use a single fax machine that can send a test fax to several other fax machines, eliminating the need to send a fax repeatedly. Testing the sending ability of each machine can be even more time-consuming as each fax machine must be individually tested with the methods mentioned previously. If all the fax machines in an office are of the same make and model, it may be easier to test a fax machine or multiple fax machines.